Welcome to the series called Spying on the Jelly Bellies. This is where I see and say as a messenger of the tarot today. We're using Wisdom of House of Night, Lunar Nomad Oracle, Dream Oracle, Tiny Rituals, the Effet Deck for Humor, the Swear Tarot, and a special guest appearance by the Roast Ironic Oracle deck. First card was Love. Second card, what's
down?
House. Third card, what's all? Doctor. Someone has a hold of someone's heart. Someone holds the key to someone's heart. Someone has promised their heart to another. But it's not really equal. Someone has a bigger heart and someone has a smaller heart. Someone's heart is full of love and the other person is like a tiny stone. They haven't practiced love very much. In this house card, though, there's a lot of people, or the potential for a great family. This is someone who has a vision of what life could be like once they capture the person who has captured their heart. And they are on a healing journey to become fully empowered. It says, heal thyself on the doctor card. You need to make a house visit here and show how much you care. Let's find out a little bit more, shall we? Just a tiny bit. The next card says, delve deeper into self. There's something about you healing your family, what has gone on with others, but it's from the inside of yourself. It's almost like you can't have this love unless you deal with something darker, something mysterious, a mystery about your lineage. The reason I say that is because these old-fashioned portraits around the house are in that shady silhouette. So you may love to find out more, but it's like you can't until you develop your heart space. And you develop your heart space through healing yourself. You may want to do shortcuts, like getting someone else to look into the situation for you through some type of divination, because there's a crystal ball on this table with a gypsy, but the real work is how you develop who you are as a person through healing. That's always the answer. Let's get more information with the funny Effet cards for humor. Two cards want to come out for this. Two hearts. So the first person, it says karma will kick their A, and the second person is saying you are bitchy. Stop it. I feel like the big-hearted person feels that the little-hearted person has done something to them. And the little-hearted person thinks that the big-hearted person is kind of over the top. Tell us about this house and these past people, the lineage, please. Sounds like an effing nightmare, good luck. It may have been a rough upbringing or some type of toxic childhood. Tell us about the healing that's going on now. You will effing conquer this. Keep going. Keep trying. Tell us about the shortcuts that somebody wants to do. Total BS, turn around now. That is correct. Nobody knows better on how to heal you than your own inner healer. Sometimes you need people to bounce off ideas, but most of the time, your inner wise mind has an idea or two on how to heal you if you would just stop and listen for a while. Tell us about this mismatch of hearts, please, with the Swear Tarot. Are they going to stop blaming and shaming? King of Pentacles, Spirit Guide says, F this shit. Someone is a big provider here. They feel like their money makes them the most important one in the relationship. Underneath the deck, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. Why do they feel like a loser if they're loaded? It says, ask yourself for how many F's you give. They really care. They really care. And because their heart feels less than, they often don't want to try. Let's get into the nightmare. They may be stuck living with people they don't like. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Wealth is on its way, you lucky effer. And that's in reverse, so they feel like they can't provide a home or stability or sanity even. Tell us about conquering their healing process. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Take action on your kick-ass ideas. They don't want to heal. They want to gloss over things and take shortcuts. What about the shortcuts? Tell us about that. Nine of Swords sounds like an effing nightmare. Good luck. You have on the bottom row the same words echoed over twice. Effing nightmare, good luck. Effing nightmare, good luck. It's almost like your luck is upside down. There's some sort of curse here. Metaphorically or literally speaking, someone wants to feel like their success will run the show of the relationship, and yet they're unhealed and their heart is not developed. The person with the big heart, they don't really see the home as being like a sanctuary. They see it as being something that would be a lot of work. Why would these two people, these two hearts, want to come together if they would kind of make an effing nightmare together? See, that does not make any sense to me. When people are not suited for one another, they should recognize that and let it be. Let's get final clarity with the Roast Ironic Oracle deck. It feels like the first person has all the healing and the second person has all the money. And that doesn't really mix well together because there's a red flag. Land back. Fashion witch. And black square. They should go back to where they came from. Both of these people, their worlds do not mix. And one person needs a makeover. And the other person is like a black square. That's worse than a black hole. If this reading sounds complex and confusing, it is. Because these two people are not from the same vibration, and that will cause some consternation. So don't get any ideas about how this can come together. It's best to just stay in your corner, look good, and make a little smile or face at each other, but definitely stand back. You're not meant for one another. And that's what's up today in the land of Jelly Belly Cray Cray. Thank you and namaste.